It's day 3 of our book cover design challenge. This is coming late because I had to take some medications and rest, but then I still had to do the video, so please bear with me. Today on our timetable we have understanding shapes, frames and elements. If you've not seen day 1 and day 2 challenge, I'm going to leave the link in the description down below so you can watch it and follow us through this challenge. The aim of this challenge is to help you build a stronger design skill so that you can start creating beautiful book covers that would increase your click-through rates, and when your click-through rate increases, your sales will definitely increase if all other things are done properly. As usual, this is Pixabay and this is Spexels. These are the 2 most recommended websites where you can get images from, and we are going to be using Canva for our design. In day 1, we designed the Dash Diet cookbook. Day 2, we did 2 covers, which is How to Love Her Better and Preventing Divorce. It's day 3 now. Let's do something about business and money, and I'm going to be showing you how to use shapes to bring out the beauty of a book cover. Now, there is a secret I want to tell you. There are 2 major elements when you are creating book cover. 1 is the title and 2 is the image. In fact, have you noticed that there are some images or there are some book covers that does not have an image and it comes out very fine? There is something that attracts people to your cover: the color used and the text you use. Under the text, there are 2 main methods. You cannot have bold text and bold images. It's going to scatter the whole coordination of your book cover design. If you're going to be having a very bold text, you should be having very little image. But if you're going to be having a very big image, you should be having little text. I'm going to practicalize that. Now, when people search for books on Amazon, please listen to this. When people search for books on Amazon and all the books display, how do you stand out? What should you do that will make them want to click your book? The simple secret is that the particular thing that your book is about should be boldly written or boldly represented with an image. If the book, for example, is money making secrets, it's either you make money making very big, then the secrets will be small. It will still be visible but a little smaller than the money making. Okay, the message you want to pass now is making money. So when they see that boldly, it passes a message and makes them want to click it. Or you should put the sign of money, that is dollar or pounds or whatever currency you want to use it and make it very bold on the cover. That is something that is going to attract them. From day 1 and day 2 challenge, I saw some people making this mistake. Some of them would leave a whole lot of space and just write the title in one small space, or they will use a very big image to cover the entire book or the entire book cover and then write the title somewhere very small. No, that is not how book covers sell. So today we are still going to be maintaining our 2 colors, and then we'll create a very beautiful book cover with the title Money Making Secrets. And I'll be using this opportunity to teach you how to use shapes, frames, and what's the last one? Other elements, the way it appears here on our timetable. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do now is to decide the color we want to use. So for the purpose of this video, let's use yellow and black. Like I said, what triggers people to click your book cover or your book on Amazon is the choice of color. Your choice of color matters a lot, and when it comes to things like this, yellow and black stands out very well, sometimes with a touch of red or red and black or even black and white. You see, there is something called contrast. Okay, contrast simply entails using black color on a white text, using white text on a dark background or a dark text on a white background. It means opposite. When the 2 colors resting on each other are opposite colors, it makes your cover pop. We're going to practicalize that now. So I want to use yellow and black. Let's just first click this book cover design interface and select color yellow. Let's see what that will bring. So we click on colors and we look for yellow. I like this yellow. I just click yellow. As you can see, we have yellow. Yellow seems good. Now the first shape we are going to use here is color black. Okay, let's see what that will bring. Let's click elements. If you want to locate your shapes, you click elements and then you see shapes. As you can see, all these are shapes. To see more shapes, you click see more or see all, as the case may be on your device. So as you can see, all these are different shapes. So depending on the kind of cover you are designing, you just select the shape that suits your design. So for the purpose of this video, let's take this, which is the square shape. So when you click the square shape like this, you just bring it somewhere here. I'm trying to interpret a concept that I have in my head. Okay, if this is red, I don't want this. Yellow and red does not really look well when it is used to fill up a cover design page. I think we should just make this white instead. Okay, you click on it, then you go to colors and then you select white, and then we make this yellow. Let me see what that will bring. Okay, now this is our cover background. Okay, we now have our background for now. The next thing we want to do is to introduce our text. You click here. When you are doing books about money making or something that you really want to pass a strong message, you should always use a bold text. So let's first of all write money making in capital letter. Money making. Because I want it to be very bold, I will just reduce it like this so that money and making will be on two different lines. Remember, I taught you how to reduce the spacing between two words. You click on it and then you click spacing, then you see this one that says line spacing. You reduce the line spacing. Now I want to align it left because there's a concept in my head that I want to interpret. You align left like this, then you bring it up here. You see that money making is already very bold. You just increase the font size like this. Money making. This is what I want anybody that comes to Amazon that searches for anything related to money. This is what I want the person to see first. I don't even want to use the picture of money to attract them. I want to use the text because in the first place, that is what they searched for, money making. Then I'll introduce secrets. Let me see if I can get a better font for this. You just click on it, go to fonts and start scrolling to check if you would see a bold font that can pass the money message perfectly. Let's try this. Okay, I think I like this, but let me increase the size a little. Money making. Wow, this makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. I like it, but it's too close to each other. So let me use spacing to reduce the spacing a little like this. Yes, this makes a lot of sense. Money making. So if you are looking at this cover, even from afar, you'll be seeing the word money making boldly written. Let's reduce this a little so we can add secrets there. Bring it down a little like this. Now let's introduce another shape. You know that today we are talking about shapes. So you click on this element, then let's introduce this shape, then you reduce it a little. Now I want to pass another big message in this book. You know that title is money making secrets. I want to put the word secret inside here, but I'm going to make that color red because apart from the fact that they are saying the word money making, there should be something else that will drag them to click. So let's see what this will bring. Money making. Let's change that to color red. Let's see. Money making. Okay. Is it making sense? Yes, it's making sense, at least for now. So when you have this, color red drags attention. So let's add the word secret there. We have the word secret. Let's use it to fill up this particular shape, money making secret, like this, and we'll make that color white so that our design would at least start making sense. We click on it, click on colors, and you choose white like this. Then you reduce this a little. So this is money making secrets. This is already making sense. Money making, very bold. Then the word secret is showing something different. Let's try something else. Let's just remove this red background and then make the word secret color red. Sincerely, I think I prefer this. I don't even want to put that red background again. I think I prefer it like this because this also passes that message. The fact that the word secret is in red alone passes the complete message of this book. So I'll leave it like this. Let's try something else because today we are talking about shapes, elements, and frames. So let's go back to elements and search splash. Okay, not DJ Splash. So now we have splash. Under this graphics, you can click see all. Do you know why you should be picking the one from graphics? The ones under graphics are the ones that you can change the colors. If you pick under photos, you can't change the colors. But if you search splash like this and you click see all for under graphics, any elements you see here can be changed. You can change the color. But the only problem I'll be having here is that this is not the paid version of Canva, so there is limit to the ones you can use. However, if you can keep scrolling down, you would see the ones that you can use without this crown. Anyone that has this crown cannot be used. You have to pay to use it. So let me first bring this secret down. Okay, then I'll select this splash. I'll click on this splash. As you can see, it's in color black like this. If I want it to be another color, I'll just click on it. Then you see this color, I click on the color and then I'll make it color red. Let's pick red. Then you can now put this secret there and make it color white. I'm just doing this to show you what today's topic is about. So you can just reduce it so it shows inside like this. Yes, it still makes sense. You can do it like this too. Okay, it just depends on anything you want. You can keep searching for other types of splash effects that you can use. For the purpose of this video, I just did this to show you. Let me delete that and then just leave this as color red. So here you go. I'll increase the size a little so it fits well into the space provided. So now we have money making secrets well written. The next thing we want to do now is to see if we can have any other elements to spice this up. Then we add our subtitle and then we are good to go. Now let's go to Pixabay or Pexels. This is Pixabay. Let's just search money. Remember the rules. Don't touch anything under these sponsored images. Anything that appears here must be paid for. Then let's scroll down a little and see if we can see anything that relates to money making. Okay, this is related to money making, but it's more of Bitcoin. So we keep scrolling until we find something that makes sense. Is this dollar? Yes, I think I like this, but I don't want to use that. This is money growing on a tree. Okay, you see that there are lots of beautiful images to use here. I think I like this one. The money is falling. Let me just click it and see if you can use it for anything. So here you have it. Let's right click and copy. Then we go back to Canva and we paste it here. Let's see if we can use that to create any emotion on this cover. Okay, we have it here. Let's just take it up to fill up the money making area and then use it to fill up that place entirely. Then we send it to back. Okay, you have it like this. Let's send it to back. We're just experimenting. Then we go to position. Then we see backward. Click backward until the entire image goes to the back. Then you can now reduce the transparency so it's just be fainted in the background. It will be showing the money making very fainted in the background. Okay, I think this makes sense. At least if you are looking at it, you'll be seeing that there is money in the background, even though you are not seeing it very clear. Now we have money making. We want to add our subtitle and then the author name, and we are done with this cover. Let's quickly add a subtitle. Now we have a subtitle that reads "The Untold Truth About Making Money, Keeping It, and Choosing Profitable Investment Plans." That's the subtitle for this book. Now I think I want to introduce the splash again. I think the splash will work here now. So let me click on the splash that we chose before under elements, so it will appear on our design interface. It has appeared. So the next thing we want to do is to make it bigger. Okay, I want to see what it will do to our design. Now when we make it bigger, it is color black. I like it as black. Let me increase it a little more so that it will take some space. Then this subtitle, I want to make it color white. Now I've changed the color to white, so I want to put it on top of this splash if it will show very well like this. Then let me take the splash up a little. Okay, I'm just experimenting. I hope it comes out nice. So let's make the splash a little more bigger. Okay, then we put this subtitle somewhere here and see how that came out. Yeah, does this make sense? No, it doesn't. I don't like it. I'll just delete that. So this is how you can be experimenting on your covers until you get the right position. Okay, so let's change that back to white, or black rather. Okay, it looks good like this here, but there's something I want to do. Let me teach you another secret. When you are creating a cover, there are 3 major things you should use in passing your emotions. Number 1 is fear. Number 2 is suspense. Number 3 is anxiety. Okay, the person will be scared. You put something that will make the person scared. It's not every time though. It depends on the type of book cover you are designing. You can put something that will make them fear. The fear of the unknown, like, wow, if I don't buy this book, am I missing something? That's one. Number 2, suspense. What should I expect inside this book? These are the kind of things you should use. And then anxiety, make them anxious. Like, okay, let me even see what this person really wrote. So if you are watching some TikTok videos, you will see where the person is saying something different, and in the background he's showing something different. You can apply that method to your book covers. Once your book cover have all these emotions in place, it will definitely make sales without image if you know what you are doing. So now that we have this, let's introduce our shape again. You go to elements, you click on shapes, and then you select the square shape. Now we want to put this subtitle inside a shape so that it will show very well. Remember that we want to use it to attract people to buy this book. So we have this like this. This is ash color. We don't want to use ash color. We want to use a color that would show very well. So we can either use white or black. Let's first of all try black. Click on colors and then select color black. When we select black, the text inside should now be yellow, so it will complement the background. Remember what I said about contrast? Okay, this makes sense. It makes sense, but let's still try color white and see what that will give us. This is how you keep experimenting. Nobody designs a cover once and gets it. Okay, should we use this? I don't even know which one to use, but I think I want to prefer this one. Okay, I think I prefer this one. So I'll just bring this to the middle. I think it makes sense like this. Then I'll just put my pen name down here. So to write my pen name, I'll go to text and I'll just use this to write legal Naira as usual. Once we do that, we make it a little bigger and then we bring it down here. The book is done. If I just want to add something to it, I can just still go to elements again. I'm using all these elements because today's topic is about elements. So I just click on this line. You see this line? I bring it down here. I put one here directly opposite my name. And then I click this plus sign to duplicate it and put another one at the end. Like this. Just make sure they are on the same line. If you want to be sure that they are on the same line, you will see that Canva will put a straight line across it for you. And then this is good. This cover is done and dusted. There's nothing to be added again. Money making secrets. The untold truth about making money, keeping it, and choosing profitable investment plans. This is done and dusted. If you look at this picture, or you look at this cover rather, you will see that we did not add any image to it and it came out very attractive. Let's quickly do another cover using elements majorly. You know, here I've shown you how to use texts, shapes, and elements. Now let us use frame. Add another page. Let's use color white for this. Then I'll introduce my shape again. I like this shape so much, so I click on it. Okay, when I click on it, I'll just take it up. I'll take it up like this. Use it to fill up the page a little. This is not going to fill up the entire page, so I'll just bring it down like this. This is another concept entirely. So once you do this, should we still use the same color? Yes, let's try. Let's make it color black. Let's see what color black will do. Or let's use navy blue this time. Okay, let's use navy blue this time. So when you have this, if you go back to elements, you can now search frame. Okay, F-R-A-M-E, like this, frame. This is how to use frame. You know, it's about today's topic. Once you click on frame, you now click on see all. Under frames, you click see all. Once it displays like this, you will now start seeing different frames. I'll teach you how to use this frame in a minute. Okay, so you just keep scrolling down like this, looking for the best frame to use. Let us pick this frame and I'll tell you why. You click on it. Once you click on it, you increase the size, make it big like this. make it very big to fill up the entire page if possible. You can take it up, okay, like this, and make sure it is centered like this. Now, what are we going to achieve with this? What this frame does is that whatever frame you choose, any image you pick or you select from Pixabay or Pexels, you can just dump it inside this frame and it will bring out the shape of the frame. It will convert that picture into the shape of this frame. Let's make it practical. Let's go back to Pixabay. This is Pixabay. Let's search money again. So we have money. Let us pick one of these. I think I prefer this one that shows money growing and time. So let's click on it. It has opened. This is rectangle. I think I prefer something that is square. So let's go back. I saw one that is square. I think I prefer a square shaped image. So let's take this one. This is square shaped. You click on it, you right click and copy. Then you go back to Canva and then you paste it. This is not even going to take time at all. Now we have the image. All you need to do is to drag it into that frame. As you're dragging it into the frame, you see that it's taking the shape of the frame, but this is not what we want to see. We'll now make it square like, okay, we want to convert it to a square so that it will show perfectly inside that image. I'll reduce this a little so it shows just half of the time like this. Then I'll increase the size a little and then put it inside the frame. Now, what did you see? You will see that it is showing money that is growing and it is also showing time, okay? This has already passed a message. So this frame, now if you click on this frame, you see that it also has colors. If you click on this color, you can now select the color you want. Let's select color red for the outline. Let's see. Yes, does this make sense? At least to an extent it does. Red and navy blue, okay, that still makes sense. Then you can now write your title here. Now let's write our title. Go to text, money making secrets. So we have money making secrets. You can make it, reduce the excess space, make it bigger, and then remember the spacing is too much, so we go and reduce the spacing here like this. Reduce the spacing so you can now align that to where you want it to be. Okay, money making secrets like this, then puts it in the middle. Then you change the color to white. Let's see what that will give us. Okay, money making secrets. Let's reduce this frame a little, put it somewhere here like this. Then we increase the spacing for the money making secrets, making sense like this. Then we can now put our pen name again. Let me just copy this one and paste it here. So we have money making secrets, legal Naira, and an image to show for it. Now this background, what should we do to this background? You see that we've successfully used this frame. What should we do to this background? I don't like the background just being pure white, so let's go and introduce that money again. You see that I'm using the same elements to create different cover effects. So I'll just put that money in the background, use it to fill up the page again as we did earlier, then send it to back position backwards. Yes, this makes sense. Then we can reduce the transparency again, just as we did on the other one. So money is showing in the background like this. You can see it clearly. Then this one now, you can still introduce another square again. I love using square because it will bring out the best. I just click on this square and you click duplicate, then you reduce it to the size you want, make it fill up the page like this, then you take it to where you want it to be. You can even make it color white so it will not be obvious. You just click on colors and click white. There you have it. That white, you will now send this shape to back. You go to positions backwards and then we are good to go. As you can see, this is another concept for book covers. You can get a better image to use for this interior, which is for this frame, but this is just the concept I want to show you guys. If this color red seems odd to you, you can change it to another color. It depends on what you want. I just tried to create two covers to show you how to use both the frames and other elements, because it's what today's topic is all about. So if you have other images that can still pass a better message, you can use them. Let me zoom that for us to see. This is the first image, money making secrets, with the subtitle and the author name, then you have the second book cover, Money Making Secrets. Another thing you can do is to introduce $ inside this money. Let me quickly do that. You go to elements and then you search dollar. You can search $ like this. Then you go to graphics, as I told you earlier, and I told you the reason you should always use graphics, because you can always change the color. You can see, you see all these are money making secret. Let's click, oh, this is pro. Let's look for anyone that is free to use. I think I like this one. I prefer this, but we can't use it, so let's look for another one that we can use. Let's pick this one. So let's reduce the size. Okay, reduce the size and then bring it up. We introduce it and put it on top of this letter O in the money. Then we bring it to front. Position forward. You click forward so it will come to the front. As you can see, this is making sense. Very nice, and it is the same color as this background, so the colors are not too much. So if you look at it very well, you see money making secrets. You've passed a very strong message with the $. Let me make that color yellow exactly as this. You click on it and then you click on the color. This is the yellow. You click it. Yes, we have made our mark. So this is the first one. You can do it on this one too if you want to. It depends on you. As you can see, the second image and the first image, they look very attractive. I'm very sure that if I create this book and I upload it, this book goes sell. No, nothing you fit tell me, because the cover is very attractive. And for a bonus, write in the comment section that I want this cover, and I'll just pick a random person and give you guys the two covers, two random persons or two random people, and give them the covers. This is the bonus for watching this video till the end. So just write it in the comment section. Thank you, Legal Naira, for this cover design video, or for this book cover design video. Please, I want this cover, and I would randomly pick anybody and give them this cover. But at the same time, you can create it yourself. Okay, I've taught you how to do it. Just add some spice to it and make it extremely beautiful. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you on day 4.